welcome to my top whatever. There were many comments and messages, actually just one, asking me to do one of these top something videos that would sum up the year. So here it goes. Since I do one review a week and maybe a one-off once in a while, it's no surprise I posted about 55 reviews. So I made a list of these cars, I tried dividing them into segments, and it turns out there are about 5 or 7 cars in every segment. So there's no point of doing top whatever based on the segments, because there are really not enough cars in each segment. In this case, I decided to do a top 3 hot, top 3 not, and top 3 U. That last one takes into account views generated in 2015, but it also takes into account older videos which you may have liked and may have watched a lot last year. And I'll start with what you particularly enjoyed over these last 12 months. In third place, with just above 100,000 views, is BMW i3, that little electric car from BMW, and it is a car I'm actually considering once I finish paying off this MX-5. In second place, with 111,000 views, that's the Mercedes A-Class, that's the evergreen. Ever since I posted it back in 2012, in autumn 2012, it just keeps clicking and being watched. Apparently you really like this car, and I think it means I have to finally get to edit these A-Class facelift. It's there sitting on my disk waiting for editing, but I don't know, I didn't get to it. And in number one, according to you, number one position, with 124,000 views, is the Skoda Octavia VRS. Obviously, a lot of you want a big, fast and cheap car, but I'm sorry guys, this is no Holden Commodore. Interestingly enough, the only car I filmed in 2015, which made it into top 10 most viewed videos by you, is BMW 2 Series Active Tour, just shy of 69,000 views. Anyway, that's what you like, and what do I like? I'm in a bit of a jam here, because at least one of the cars I would like to have in my top 3 will be published in January, in the next couple of weeks. There are 4 very interesting cars, all interesting for different reasons, and at least one deserves a mention, but I won't tell you what they are. I'll let you guess. You know, drop me a line in the comments below. Maybe we'll discuss it later once I publish these particular reviews. Anyway, I should explain why some of the reviews I filmed last year will be posted this year. Basically, I decided to film everything I can until the end of November, and then take a couple of months off, because the weather can be unpredictable, the day is short, and you know, it may be sunny today, but my car thermometer shows minus 16 degrees, so it's not exactly the kind of weather that you would like to stay outside for too long, stand before a camera, because it's just bloody freezing. So anyway, back to the important stuff, and choosing from among reviews I published in 2015, I think the third place for the top 3, third place will go to Suzuki Vitara, the 1.6 petrol. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best value for money car in Poland, crossover anyway. And it's honest, it's easy enough to drive, it has the right options, it's got sufficient space. I could buy this car actually. So that's a well-deserved third place in my top 3 hot, top hot, whatever. That goes to Suzuki Vitara. Well done. And now for number 2. Number 2 is the Ford Mustang, specifically the one with the 2.3 EcoBoost engine, because A, Ford wasn't afraid to use this engine, and B, because this car is a great modern interpretation of American muscle. I thoroughly enjoyed the time with it, and okay, so maybe burning some rubber with a V8 motor would have been fun, but with the EcoBoost you can drive the Mustang every day, and that's what makes it special. And my best car of 2015 is, predictably, BMW i8. I mean, it looks futuristic, it's got a futuristic drivetrain, it goes like stink, it drives like an M3, and it puts a smile on your face and the faces of everyone looking. So around the BMW i8 everyone behaves like a child, and that's really, really cool. And now we do the reverse thing, which is my top 3 worst cars of 2015, and Suzuki Celerio is not on the list because I think it's actually a pretty decent car in its segment. I'll start with the third worst car, and that's a 5-door Mini. It has rear doors, but there is not much more space in the back, not much more space in the boot. It's not the 5-door Mini you want to go for, it's just a niche that didn't need filling. My second worst car of 2015 is the Ford Mondeo. It arrived late to the party and it lost everything we love Mondeos for. The handling is woolly, the finish is questionable, and I don't even like Ford's Sync 2 infotainment system. It's not as bad as Mazda's Connect, but you know, it's just not as good a car as it should have been. And my absolutely worst car this year meaning 2015, because you're watching this in 2016, my absolutely worst car of 2015 is, I bet you wanted me to say, a Renault Kadjar, but it received its fair share of hate already, so I'm gonna go with Renault Espace. Ah, wait, but you haven't reviewed Renault Espace. Exactly, I haven't reviewed Renault Espace because it broke down a day prior to filming, some electronics problem, and it's a shame because it seemed like an interesting car. So there you have it, my top 3s of 2015. Thanks for watching, subscribe, join me next Friday for a review of, well, you'll see. Cheers.